Hello, and welcome to Bees and Tea Stitching. I'm your host, Sebastian. Selena is over there on a chair, so we may or may not get to see her today. Welcome to my little corner of the internet, to my little corner of Floss Tube. This is where I talk about stitching, my cat, life, whatever. So life updates, not really much is going on. Haven't really had anything interesting this week. I am making some plans. I probably am a little later in the year going to visit somebody in Florida. As much as I hate a lot about what's going on in Florida, somebody I care about lives down there. So, you know, I'm still gonna go visit them. So yeah, there's that. That's honestly about it. Other than that, not really much is going on. Got a decent amount of stitching, got a little bit of stitchy kindness, and just one little bit of haul. So I don't think it's gonna be a terribly long video. All right, so let's head out. Let's get this going. First off, and I will talk about, this is kindness, not stitchy kindness necessarily. But a friend of mine who doesn't watch this floss tube, sent me a letter, like a real, honest to God, like he sat down and wrote a letter, which was great, and a little package, and I'll show you that later. But in there was Bigelow, which is a decently well-known tea company, vanilla chai. I think the only chai that I've ever tried so far is at Starbucks. I know that they had a cherry chai, which is really good. Ooh, hot, 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 hot. It's very warm. And I'm not, I like chai okay, but I don't really go out of my way to try it. So let me see what this is like. It's gonna be really hot. Oh, that's good. It's sweet, and I did add a little bit of sugar to it, but you've got the chai flavor, and the vanilla really kind of gives it a sweetness. It's a stronger, I think it's a stronger chai flavor than, okay, that's warm, sorry. It's a stronger chai flavor than, I think, the Starbucks. So if that's something that you've had, and you like kind of a stronger chai flavor and a kind of a sweetness, you'd really like this. But it's pretty good. I can definitely recommend it. I will absolutely finish that. But yeah, all right. So that is tea, obviously. So, let me go ahead. I guess I can start getting into the stitching. This is no particular order, although this is my, when I've been working on the latest, just happens to be on top. So let me get this, not backwards, there we go. Show you this and the mock-up. There we go. Okay, this is, I think, my one and only Heaven and Earth design. It is the Strength Story Keep. There we go. Well, sorry. Kinda, there we go. Sorry, it's kind of glary. I'm trying not to get it there. It's a little bit better. Anyway, so that is the Strength Story Keep. You can kind of see the top there is where I'm working up in this upper corner here. So, this is one of the very few full coverages that I have, and I've really, oddly enough, been very much enjoying working on this. I think it's because it's kind of small, and because I'm seeing I'm seeing it kind of start coming out already. So, you're not working on a lot of sky that has nothing to do with anything. So, I think that's part of the reason. But there you go. Obviously, I do have some spaces that are empty right now, but did a bit of I was working mostly down here, so I did this little black wave thingy, these little black thingies, and now I'm going back in this kind of main dark green color. Did I do anything up there? No, I don't think I did anything up there. I think I worked everywhere. Everywhere I worked was down here. So there you go. That is that. I think that's the only full coverage I worked on this week. Yeah, that is. I'm not gonna lie. I really want to work on my Doctor Strange, but I don't know what to do because um I'm not really liking the coverage. It just seems too spotty for me. Like because it's a lot of dark blues and stuff like that. Um you can kind of see the white underneath it, and I don't know. I haven't decided what I want to do yet. I want to work on it. I really do. But um I just don't know. I don't want to restart it because I've already got a few hundred. I don't know. I've got at least 500 in there already. But I mean, I've restarted stuff that had more than that, so I don't know. I'm gonna figure that out. Um, Either way, it's gonna need to be a um like this is a 16 count. Let's see. Yeah, oh, I'm sorry. This is an 18 count easy count. And you guys can't see it in the video, but I can see most of the greens and all that are pretty good. You can't see it in the video, but you can when you're looking at it see some white in the black here. But I don't think it's enough that I really want to not continue with it. I think I want to keep on going with this one. But um with the Doctor Strange, I don't know. I'm gonna have to make some decisions. So, like I said, that's a 18 count, easy count. It's obviously all the called for DMCs, and this is a gear on toting bag that obviously has nothing to do with it. So, I'm sorry, my nose is itching. So, that is that. Oh man. Of course, you always get the nose itches when you're doing a cross. What are you doing? A floss tube? Isn't that the way that works? So, hopefully, some tea will help. Mm. Ooh, that's hot, 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 hot. But good. All right. So, second, let me go ahead and put this up so I can get this out of the way. There you go. Second is going to be, now these are a lot of the ones, some of the ones I worked on last week. I've been trying to get a little bit more time in on. I don't actually have a picture of this one, but you can kind of get the idea. Well, I guess maybe not as much. This is let's see if I can do a really, really quick. All right, give me just a second. Let me see if I can pull up a picture. I'm going to pause this for just 1 second, guys. Hello, welcome back. Okay, so I finally got a picture of this up. This is still reflecting, ironically. So this is Ink Circles, Reflections of London. As you can see, we've got the gherkin. We've got some. See, we've got the underground there, the tower. The Parliament, the tower. Elizabeth Tower. It's not Big Ben. Got some Tardai over there. Got some London buses. So anyway, it's got a bunch of really cool stuff. So yeah, that is what I am working on. I am somewhere between a quarter and a half done. Unfortunately, I have a bunch of it covered up, but this right here is the center. So you've got the TARDISes there and the little underground signs. You can see a bit of, like the Tower of London there, sorry, yeah. And there's a London bus right there. But, yeah, so there you go. London bus going, there we go, London bus going upwards. But anyway, so yeah, that is that. This is a 14 count, unknown, light bluish sort of Ada that was given to me by somebody, weirdly enough, who started this, the same pattern, didn't like her, I didn't like how it looked on hers, so she gave it to me. So, and then I had this fabric, not fabric, I had the thread, which is, I believe, Live and Die LA. Yes, it says Live and Die LA Wise. So it is That's a reference to one of the Hogwarts houses, of course. So it's kind of a grayish, bluish, sort of really nice variegated. So hopefully I'll have enough of that. I think I will. Um, so we'll see. All right, so that's that. And next, this is the one that I've been talking to you guys about that needs to be finished before June or July. I haven't I don't know for sure where the what time the class is. My LNS is going to do a finishing class on this drum. So yeah. And unfortunately, because the owner of the LNS has had some health issues, I don't know when it's going to happen. It may have to be postponed, so we'll see. But I am doing the drum part, so it'll actually look like this down here. And I am over in this part. I am almost done. Unfortunately, once again, I do have it kind of partially covered because I recently moved it. But there we go. All right. So, I'm sorry about the thread here. There we go. You can see the A is can you see? I've got working on that jellyfish. This is the only one that is not the called for color. Got the crab and one of the fishes, and then there's going to be another fish here. And then the submarine will go here. I haven't decided. I was thinking about maybe doing it as a yellow submarine. I'm not a huge Beatles fan, but I don't know, that would have been kind of funny. I haven't decided yet. So if I do that, then obviously that would be a not called for color. I don't think I have the fabric listed here, do I? Let's see. Nope, I do not. Okay, so this is an unknown, I believe it has to be a 16 count, right? Yeah, it would be a 16 count because this was done on a 32. So an unknown 16 count. My guess. Well, oh wait. Oh no, it's just a 16 count Ada. Okay, yeah. So yeah, it's of an unknown 16 count Ada of unknown origin there. So, and once again, this has nothing to do with what's inside of it, but it's a cool stitch and button bag with look at the kittens. Yeah, my cat's ignoring me now. She's literally looking the other direction. Oh well. And speaking of cats, since we're talking more about cats, I love this cat bag. It's supposed to be, as you can tell, it's supposed to be like a laptop bag, but it is not now. This is one you guys probably have not seen in a few. It had a little bit of a slow start, but I've kind of got it rolling now, and it's a lot of words, so I don't think it's big, but I don't think it'll take a terribly long time to do. This is the Rings of Power Quaker by Handlebar Stitches. So it says 3 rings for elven kings under the sky, 7 for the dwarf lords in their halls of stone, 9 for mortal men doomed to die, 1 for the dark lord on his dark throne. In the land of Mordor where the shadows lie, 1 ring to rule them all, 1 ring to find them, 1 ring to bring them all, and in the darkness find them. In the land of Mordor where the shadows lie. So there you go. Got Lord of the Rings stuff. Nerdy Lord of the Rings things. Alright, so I don't think I've actually moved the fabric on this one yet. No, I have not. So, hold on. There we go. Move this over to the side. Let me do this, because that's just going to bother me. There we go. Okay, so, I actually started up here in the corner, with this little motif, which has a good bit of color changes. I mean, obviously the gray is all the same. That's just a variegated. But I think that's why it started a little bit slow. And I've got the first part of this. So I've done the first part of this second motif that's up here that'll go over. And a lot of the words. So I think, let's see. I think I already had 3 rings. But I think I did 4 Elven Kings. and I think the sky was already there. But I did do these 7 for their halls of stone. So there you go. Whoops, sorry. So yeah, as you can tell, and that's another 500. Like I've explained before, I'm trying to do things 500 stitches at a time. Um, so I've touched everything except for 2 of my projects have been given at least 500 stitches. A lot of them have been 1,000 or more already. Um, this has 1,000. I believe I've touched it twice. So, and that's how much I've already got. So, yeah. But yeah, so like I said, it started a little slow. The motifs are a little harder because a little slower, and a little bit less fun just because there's more color changes and they're slower to do. The words are super easy. I mean, you have to pay attention, and there's a couple of little tricks in there about how they some of them kind of run together with each other. But I mean, as long as you're paying attention, it's not hard. It's not hard stitching at all. So, all right. So yeah, I'm looking forward to get a little bit more time with that. This one, I've actually kind of started to get a little momentum on as well. This is another one that you guys probably have not seen in a little bit. But if you see this, then you should know what it is. Well, if you've been here before. That is not the cover piece. There we go. That's the cover piece. This is right now, the only long dog that I have going, although I have a couple more. You Belong to Me, long dog sampler. So I am a little bit over halfway. I am in this middle part where these pyramids meet. So, yeah, where these pyramids meet. There we go. Like this one and this one are the 2 that I'm doing right now. I haven't touched this one. I've done a little bit of this one, I think. Have I? No, actually, I don't think I have yet. I take that back. I don't think I've touched this pyramid yet. But being the smallest of the 3, that shouldn't be too bad. So, this is another Vicky Stitching button. She is doing the same. She's doing the same long dog in a different color, which I love her color. It's like a deep lapis lazuli sort of blue, which was very appropriate. So, and she made a bag for herself as well. So, but I'm ahead of her. Haha. But yeah. So this is all one color. It's all going to be, well, except for most of it is in this. Wait, I haven't done this in a long time. Oh yeah, there we go. Silks for You Silk. Except for the pyramids, which are in a sulky, which 12 weight sulky, I believe. I don't know if it has a particular. Does it have a color name? No, it's a 12 weight cotton, but I don't think it has a particular name. It's just a nice gold color. So this is 2 stitches over 1. This is 1 stitch over 1. You apparently only need 1 sulky. I believe somebody was explaining that sulky is about 1.5 cotton threads, like DMC threads usually. So yeah, you only need 1 in it, and the coverage is great with the sulky. The coverage is not the issue at all. It just tends to be a little knotty sometimes. Whereas the silk is a lot smoother and it tends to knot less. But I mean, I'm not hating the sulky. But so I've done, so you can see this is the first pyramid, and then this is coming over here to the second one. That might be the very beginning of the third one. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to double check. But anyway, so I did this whole section here. Oh, I'm sorry, my nose is so bad. I apologize. So I did this whole section here, did a little bit of this up here, and a little bit of this here. So, I mean, it's not terribly interesting. I'm not going to be back into the silk for a little bit. Pretty much the entirety of this page. I don't think there's a single stitch of silk in this page until I move it. So, yeah, got a lot more sulky to go, unfortunately. But, I mean, like I said, I don't hate the sulky, but um, I love working with the silk. And so, I'm definitely anxious to get back to the silk. And that may be why I'm kind of working through the pyramid kind of quickly. Because the sooner I get the stupid pyramids done, crap muffins, some thread came in there. The sooner I can get the pyramids done, the sooner I can go back to the silk. Because once I get those pyramids done, it's all blue from there. So I will look forward to that. There we go. And the last one. Oh, we're doing pretty good on time. So pretty well, I should say. I hate it when people say that. So, and I just did it myself. This is another one that I I wanted just something to start. I think 2 weeks ago. You guys have seen this one before. This is not new. This one actually, the bag does sort of fit. I don't know who did this bag. I'm guessing it was somebody on Etsy because it's a little bigger, a little longer, I think, than Vicky's bags. Not, I don't think it's taller, but I think it's longer. But anyway, um, it did come with this really sweet little. Oh, I'm sorry, Victoria's crafting room. So it's another Victoria. Victoria's crafting room at Etsy. There we go. Because it came with this cute little bag as well, which I'm not using, but I'm keeping it together with it. So, but anyway, all that to say, this is Teresa Koga's Be Kind. I just wanted to start, and um, nothing reached out and just yelled at me, but I was like, I haven't been doing a lot of bee stuff, so I'm going to find something bee-ish. And this was already in my fully kitted um, container. So I grabbed this one. This is Teresa Kogut, Be Kind. And this is a bunch of thread. This is what this is. There we go. Oh. Let me move this. Ugh, sorry, this is being a pain in the butt. I apologize. There we go. Alright. Good enough. So, I believe this is my second 500 on this, even though I just started it 2 weeks ago, last week. Yes, this is my second time showing it. So, as you can tell, so I did, let's see, I had this, part of this, and most of, actually I think I had all of this up here last time. So, and it's hard to tell, you can see the white here. This will be outlined so you can see it better. So I did this other wing, no, I'm sorry, I did this other wing. I apologize. I did the little parts of the antennae of the bee. I did the little skep. I started the flower over here, and I believe I did this whole thing apart. And I did the A. There's a alphabet down here, and I wasn't sure whether I wanted to do it. And I was like, well, because and if it had just been an alphabet, I probably would have said nah. But what happens is instead of A B C, it says the B is Be Kind, or B, and then the K over here is kind, and then the rest of the alphabet is normal, obviously. So I was like, you know what? Because of that, I think I'm going to go ahead and do the alphabet, or else I would have just done that and been done with it. But there you go. But yeah, so I did that, finished this flower off, did that, finished that off. So yeah, that's another 500. And it's actually kind of nice. Even when you don't have it in bright light, you can still see the white. Well, it's not white, it's what is it? Is it grits? It is grits, yeah. So, sorry, you can kind of see a little bit here. There's just a little bit of variegation in the white, not much. Almost enough that it just kind of looks like it's a little bit dirty, which is not. It's grits. So, this is all the called for. I think they're all weeks. Wait, was there one I had to replace? Was this one I replaced one of them? There was one of them that I had to replace one color. I don't think so. I think this is all the called fors, which are all weeks. So there you go. This will probably end up getting more love because I have really enjoyed working on that one. But yeah, so that is that. Like I said, that's the second 500 for that one. The second 500 for the Rings of Power. The oh, say, can you see? I think it's 3. Maybe I've had 1,500 on it. And with the submarine, I don't think I quite have 500 left on it. My guess is maybe 200 to 300 stitches, and then that's going to be done. But I'm really bad about guessing about that kind of stuff, so I will have to see. I'll probably end up counting it just for my own OCD curiosity as to how close to the next 500 I was, or the last 500. You coming over, Selena? Nope. She got up and stretched, but no, she's still stretching. Wow, that is a sleepy face I'm looking at. Were you asleep over there on the chair? You were. You know, you can kind of tell when a person has just woken up and their eyes are just kind of not really quite all the way open. Yeah, my cat's the same way. But anyway, yeah, so that is all the stitching. And so, I will do just a little bit of kindness and a tiny bit of haul, and then I will be good to go. So I guess first off, I'm sorry, I apologize. I know I mess with that too much. Hopefully it doesn't annoy you guys. My one piece of haul, the Artsy Housewife Vicious. Yeah, obviously I don't have an orange cat, but I mean, and the funny thing is that Selena does not actually, well, we don't really have any plants to actually attack, but she's never really been one to attack plants or anything like that. So it doesn't, you know, doesn't really have anything to do with her, but I just thought it was really cute. So, but yeah, so that was the one little bit of haul. As I told you guys last week, there was a bunch of stuff that people were trying to get rid of. And so, I went through mostly just the magazines last time, some of the patterns, or, some of the magazines, but not really the patterns. And so I went through the patterns a little bit. So I have a friend of mine who is, really into Care Bears and such. So I did grab a couple of Care Bear things. I will probably end up stitching them something. This one is honestly kind of more for me because, let me see if I can, is there a picture I can pull up without, let's see, without showing the pattern. Oh, there we go. So, this one, the elephant right here, I know ironically it is pink, but that was the one that I had as a kid. And so, I don't know why, I just always liked the elephant. But, so I might do that one for myself. I don't know, I haven't decided. But anyway, so that's those 3. And then these 2 are going to be for a friend of mine who I'm pretty sure doesn't watch this, so I can show them. I have a stitchy friend of mine who is huge into peanuts, so I will be giving them that whenever I see them. Hopefully I'll see them soon. And then this one, my hubby is really, he loves Secret of Nim. Jonathan is really his favorite character, and unfortunately there is not a Jonathan in here. But I will probably end up doing the Mrs. Frisbee on, or Miss Frisbee, I guess. Mrs. Frisbee? Yes, Mrs. Anyway, on the cover there. So those are the other ones. I do like that one, but that is a lot more work. Oh, that is Don Bluth, by the way. Very old picture of Don Bluth, who did Secret of Nim. That one's really cool, but it's a lot bigger. So I might end up doing this one as a little gift for Paul, for my hubby. So, yeah. So that's that. All right, so that's all the kind of freebies. And then the last thing was a non-stitchy kindness. Um, so, um, I will kind of be careful about what I show. So, this was the back. So he actually sealed it with a little wax seal, which was kind of cool. And a really cool letter, which, obviously I'm not going to do anything with. Some song recs, some questions, a couple of pictures, and a bunch of really cool stickers. Like a bunch of stickers. So got some little trans ones in there. Whoops, there's some kitties in here. Where's the kitty? There was a really cute kitty I had before. Couldn't find. Of course, I can't find it now. Coffee and adventure. Let's see, like a. Whoops. We've got some Good Omens themed ones in here. Get in, Angel. There is some Sherlock themed ones in here. Let's see. Oh, there we go. The game is never over. Some book ones. Books are magical, which they are. So yeah, it's just a little bit of everything. Oh, there's the cat one I was looking for. There we go. Shoot, didn't realize it. It's showing up. It's very shiny, but a black cat reading a book. And I think I actually got a whole little box of just tiny little black cat stickers too. So yeah, like I said, just a whole big old thing of stickers, which was just super super sweet. He also sent the tea that I got, a couple more types of tea, and these are apparently unicorn marshmallow Swiss Miss. So I need to wait until I get some milk because I hate drinking hot chocolate with water. I mean, I'll do it if I have to, but I hate it. So I need to get some milk so I can make this Swiss Miss unicorn marshmallows. Apparently they're rainbowy-ish colored marshmallows. So, cool. That should be cool. Alright. Well, just a little bit over 30 minutes. Hopefully I'm not talking too fast or anything. I guess that's about it. I can't really think of anything else going on. Apparently Selena is too good to join us today. Sorry about that. Maybe we'll get some cat next week. Okay, so I guess that's about it. If you guys like this, please, like, subscribe. It helps me out, so I can get the word out. But obviously, I don't monetize this or anything, so it's not a monetary gain. I just like doing this video for people. Please comment. I read every comment. I've been really bad about responding. I apologize. But I promise you I do read every comment. I do have a Ko-Fi or Coffee, whatever it's called, below if you guys want to help me out. Obviously, no pressure on that. Yeah. So I guess that's going to be about it. I will see you guys next week, and we'll see what kind of stitching I've done then. So until then, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.